Now, what can we expect or what will happen in 2020? Just as we have done in previous years, we here at News First will remain committed this year as well to bring you the most accurate and detailed updates from the incidents which occur here at home and all around the world. Here is a highlight of what we can expect in the year of 2020.
2019 was an end of a decade. 2020 is the dawn of a new and a fresh decade. Now, when we wish someone for the new year, we say them, wish you a happy and a prosperous new year. For a country to be prosperous and flourish, its economy should be at its level best. However, Sri Lanka is currently at a very critical and a challenging juncture. We are faced with the loan repayment, which is recorded the highest ever in Sri Lanka, $4.8 billion in loan repayments. The country was battered hard and its tourism had a major downfall during the April 21st attacks, and many investments which were supposed to arrive on the island were delayed. However, the government has provided many concessions and benefits for the people starting from today. The year 2020, what will it be? Will the economy flourish? How will the government cope up with the loan repayment, which is the highest ever recorded in the island? What will happen in 2020? That will be decided during the next 12 months.
2019 is over, 2020 is here. But the question is, what will happen in the political arena now that the new year has dawned? Some of the questions around people's minds are, when will the general election be called? What will happen in Parliament? Will Parliament be prorogued? Will Parliament be dissolved? When will there be a general election? There are many expecting general elections to be called for in April or May. Then there's the question of the provincial council elections. Who are the new faces? Who are the new personalities the public will have the opportunity to vote for at these upcoming elections? Then there's the question of alliances. What will happen in the north and the east? What will the Tamil political parties decide? Will they run for the elections independently, or will they contest under a broader alliance? Then there's the question of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. What will happen to the executive presidency? These and many more burning questions are on everyone's minds, and we'll certainly keep a watch on what's going to happen here in 2020.
Can you imagine how challenging it must be for the Australians to walk into 2020 while so many parts of the country are battered by raging wildfires? So many houses have been destroyed and people have been affected. How will the Australian authorities face this problem and bring a solution to them in 2020? We will have to wait and see. Now, America is a country that has an impact over many countries in the world and has a say in many issues in the world. The latest is the tension between Iraq and America. Now, few hours before New Year dawned, the US Embassy in Baghdad, Iraq was attacked and so many protests were taking place. However, President Donald Trump says that Iran should be accused for being the invisible hand behind this whole issue. China and America have been having an issue, a trade dispute for a long period of time, and so many people, so many parties have been affected by it. But US President Donald Trump says that this all will come to an end when he signs a trade deal with China in 2020. Another reason why 2020 is important is that in November this year, US will appoint their new president. Speaking about our closest friend, our neighbor India, there have been so many protests taking place in many parts of the country. Although the proposal was put forward in 2019, what will happen in 2020?
It is a leap year, and that means only one thing. It is an Olympic year. The Olympics will return to Tokyo after 56 years for Tokyo 2020. For the first time ever, Sri Lanka is going to be playing a qualifier for the World T20 that's supposed to take place in Australia later this year. Now, Sri Lanka is also set to tour India, they're also set to tour Zimbabwe, and also we'll have a few teams coming into the island for some series as well. Now, in the meantime, it's a year full of Cricket World Cups. The Sri Lanka Under-19 team will also be heading to South Africa for the Under-19 World Cup. The Sri Lanka women's team will be heading to Australia for the Women's Cricket World Cup. But don't forget, stay tuned as we continue to bring you the very latest from the sporting field, the very latest from the international arena, and the very latest from the local arena, be it politics, economics, or anything related. Stay tuned to News First. Have a great year.